What's crack with you people? Ananta here and welcome back to Star Fox Adventures. In the last one, we found ourselves the elusive crystal, and by elusive I mean we started beginning the game and we haven't seen her since. And yeah, we released the crystal spirit. Got some sexy jazz in the meantime. That was some smooth jazz right there. I used to play fun fact. I used to play saxophone back in middle school band. Haven't touched it in years though. I probably could do it again if I just got myself a saxophone, but eh. But yeah. So what we're doing now is, in the last one when we finished off, we got this ominous little cutscene of us just being watched from somewhere over there. So now what we're going to try to do is try to figure out who was watching us and why. The Krazoa carved into the wall, but okay. Now what you want to do, just kind of jump over here. I'm going to get myself this power cell. This fuel cell. I always call it a power cell. Can we climb up on this? No, that's right. You're supposed to jump off onto it. That's what just happened. And as you can see, we now have upgraded versions of those little things that just like to come up and spit energy at us. There we go. Let's see now then. Let's first off, let's wander over to this long neck over here. Nope. You guys don't get the escape that easily. Alright, Tricky. Dig. And when we end this part off, I'm actually going to show you how Tricky's ball works. There just really wasn't a decent time. Ooh, a gold bar. Interesting. Oh, sorry about that. The High Top has a fondness for all things gold, so maybe if you give it to him, he will help you? Huh. The High Top. Oh, we got another one of these guys here. Now, what do you want?
You pay me scarabs to pass.
Well, lucky for us, we have exactly 25, and I'm surprised your buddy there didn't hear you asking for a bribe.
Pass, but don't tell boss.
I won't tell boss. I'm probably gonna kill him though. Just gonna make that plain as day right now. You know, I mean. Me no likey the shark claw. So now what we gotta do is you just gotta kill this guy here, and then talk to the High Top. Boom, baby. Catch this pole, you big lug. There you go. Now then, let's talk to this High Top. Is he... Tricky, what are you doing? Tricky, you're going nowhere fast, buddy. You're going nowhere fast, buddy. You're just not.
When I heard the Sharp Claw were coming to Cape Claw, I hid my precious gold deep below the sands. My memory's not what it used to be, though, and now I've forgotten where I buried them. With the help of your little friend, you should be able to find them. Return all 4 gold bars, and I will help you on your quest.
Alright, so instead of finding them and he may help us, it's more like you have to find them so he can help you. And then here you go. Ah, catch this pole. Well, technically that was my foot, but still. And there you go. Dead. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to use Tricky's flame attack to burn this bramble. Not gonna lie, I first got here and I didn't know what to do with this, but then I just kind of saw that the flame icon. Excuse me. Then I kind of heard that the flame icon was just this highlight. I said, huh, this might be interesting. Look, I'm gonna need you to just chill. I'm so freaking funny. Okay, maybe not really. I'm gonna need to use Tricky to dig here. This would be another gold bar. I have to wonder how this High Top managed to hide his gold bars in such a way. Now luckily you don't have to worry about seeing that pickup animation every time you do this. So it makes it easier.
Fine.
Gonna grab that. Gonna hit that. Gonna knock that out the way. And go from there. Now that's 3 gold bars. There's 1 more gold bar to find, and I'm fairly certain it's right here. These gold bars really are not hard to find. If you just do basic exploration, you find it no problem. And the fact that that thing is not...
I'm hungry.
Right, you're hungry. Okay, here's your food. Eat your shrooms. Now dig. This is a pretty big spot to dig. So as you can see over there, actually I'm gonna go ahead and show this off. No, that's a bomb for that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show this off while I'm thinking about it. If you head over here to where, in the last cutscene, if you remember correctly, where we're being watched from, you can actually see something pretty interesting. Now we can't talk to that dinosaur because with that clout runner because, well, obviously we can't. Don't know why, we just can't. That's another gold bar. So that's all 4 gold bars. But yeah, that's another clout runner right there. And for some reason she, well, obviously it's a she. You can tell by the voice actress. But she's crying. And she can't seem to do anything about it. Hit that button right there. Hit that right there.
Fine.
Gonna open this up. And as you can see, we found another one of those little doors that was not only in the area. Oh, power! Oh, fuel cell. Way to go, Chicky. That was not only in the area where the Queen Earthwalker was, but also. We saw it in the GOLLLLLD Palace. I wonder what that could be. Probably something important that we're going to deal with later. Now, if you want to, you can go over to the guy, you know, and just walk past him, or you can come back here, go on this slight bit of land, and then just jump your way up. And that's pretty much it. And now we have all 4 gold bars. What we gotta do now is, I believe you gotta talk to him, right? There you go. Quite the stomp. But luckily, this one you can just, you know, like though a bit of convenience I do appreciate when game designers remember that, you know, even though we like when you collected all of something, you know, not to have an individual cutscene for every single time you have to hand it to him. If you have all of them, you can just hand them all to him at once and go from there. Makes it much simpler. I probably could just, you know what, I'm gonna take the shorter way. Take the shorter way. We'll need to get that fuel cell now that I'm looking at it. Actually, no, wait. I'm being a dumb now. Okay. Time to be a dum-dum. Be a dum-dum-dum-de-dum. And we're gonna go ahead and get this. I keep smacking the mic. I gotta be careful about that. So if you go right here, you line it up just right. Even give you a camera angle so you can do it just right. A little bit of damage from that, but that's fine. Now we can do this right here. And be careful with that whirlpool. The whirlpool will actually do damage to you. I don't know like the physics behind it, but I wouldn't assume it's like a whole thing like drowning. But yeah, we're gonna go over here. Gonna head right here. We're gonna head up here and hopefully flip this switch. Now my question is, why would the high top be guarding this little thing here? So you can't do anything with that. And that opens up another passage. That Tricky was somehow already... Tricky? What the world are you doing, buddy? So now we're going to do here, we're going to run, jump, auto jumping. How do you feel about it? Not a big fan myself. Ah, okay, so this is the puzzle. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so Okay, so I'm going to level up you guys. Poison gas. So I'm gonna level with you guys. When I first did this, when we were going through this, going through the Snowhorn Waste, we got to a part in there where we needed Tricky to light 4 pillars. I don't know if you remember too well. Well, I honestly thought that room was this room. Okay, we're gonna cut this one a bit close here because I wasn't perfect. Oh yep, gonna be cutting this real close. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. We're gonna cut it just close. Come on, Fox. Come on, Fox. There we go. Whew. And that opens that up. But yeah, I thought that what I initially thought was that the area where Tricky had to light those 4 different places, I thought that was this room. I was completely wrong. Because this goes to something else entirely.
Whoa! A Cloud Runner! Shoo shoo! Go away, Cloud Runner! Get away!
Have you two met?
He is an Earthwalker. I am a Cloud Runner. Our tribes do not see eye to eye. His father has probably been saying bad things about me.
Who locked you in there?
General Scales. Who else? You see, I am the queen of the Cloud Runner tribe and also its gatekeeper.
That guy needs to be taught a lesson. Where is he now?
He used my powers to open a path to the Cloud Runner fortress. I must return there to help my tribe.
I'm gonna need that spellstone. Looks like you've got yourself company, lady. Peppy, I'm returning to the R-Wing. Can you make sure it's ready for takeoff?
Wait a minute! There's no way I'm going up to her fortress.
Okay, you can sit this one out. We'll head back to Thorntail Hollow, and you can wait there for me to return.
I'll meet you at the fortress. Good luck!
And yeah, that's pretty much that. And now to make our way back to Thorntail Hollow. Now, I want to say it right now. If you're expecting a means of fast travel in here, go ahead and get that out of your head right now. Because the one thing about Star Fox Adventures that's definitely going to grate on people depending on how okay you are with backtracking and running across the world. I feel like if you're probably someone who enjoys Skyrim and Fallout, even though they do have a fast travel system, they do. I feel like if you're someone like that who doesn't mind traversing an entire landscape, you know, back and forth in several different places, then you're not going to mind this too much, because at most the backtracking is maybe 3 minutes. From anywhere you gotta go, if just from anywhere you gotta go, it's about 3 minutes. But I will concede that it can get grating after a while, just for the sheer fact that you do it so often. Because I believe I spoiled it. I believe I spoiled it a little earlier, but you only got 2 force points, the volcano and ocean force point temples, and we were actually right close to where the ocean force point temple is. So just bear that in mind, that when you play Star Fox Adventures, it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Like a lot of back and forth. And if that doesn't jive with you too well, you're probably not going to enjoy the overall experience. And I don't blame you, I really don't. I can understand that that will get grating after a while. For me personally, I don't mind, because ultimately it doesn't really hinder my enjoyment of the game too much, because whenever I sit down and play a game, I'm in it for the long haul, baby. I'm in it for the long haul, you know what I'm saying? And that usually just entails just dealing with the mess. Now, before we actually end up going to Cloud Runner Fortress, I'm going to show off what Tricky's ball does, because it is pretty interesting how this ball works. So, and since it's broad daylight, and it's going to take like all of maybe a minute, it usually doesn't take too long to actually do this. What you do is every now and then Tricky will say, "Let's play." Now, that usually means you're supposed to stop and play with him by throwing his ball. The thing is, you can use this ball outside of that too. You don't have to wait for him to call you. So let's say right here, before we get going, let's go pull this ball and throw it. And what will happen is Tricky will go grab his ball like a dog, bring it back, throw it at you, and then you pick it up and throw it again. You do this over and over, and eventually Tricky will do something special, like it said in the description. Now granted, I don't do this very often because I used to be such a finicky kid that when this did happen, I would immediately revert back to an old save just to undo it. But now I'm going to pull a page out of there's a Let's Player on YouTube that is actually one of my inspirations for doing this, and her name is Masay Anela. That is Masaeanela, and that's the name of her channel. I believe that's her actual name. I don't really remember, but she did a playthrough of Star Fox Adventures a long time ago. And it's actually how I found her channel. I was looking for a Star Fox Adventure Let's Play to see if I could find all the secrets. And she did this thing where she would, after like every episode after she grabbed Tricky's ball, she would do this just to start the next episode off. Now granted, she cut out all the playing, so I'm probably going to do that myself. But if you play with Tricky enough, it's taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. All it requires you to do is just throw the ball. That's all it is. And the fun thing about the ball is that even if you leave it, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. What's the word looking for? You don't have to worry about it. Disappearing from your inventory. You will always get it back. Now, I like how he just swims with it in his mouth. It's like, okay, I got the ball, Fox. I got the ball, Fox. I got the ball. And now we're gonna throw it. Come on now. Come on, Tricky. Don't be stubborn. There you go. Every so often, Tricky will change colors. And that's it. That's literally it. Tricky will just change colors. Now then, off the Cloud Runner Fortress. And the thing about, as you can see in the cutscene, even though Fox told Tricky to sit this one out, he still got into the ship like an animation thing, because I don't think they scripted a specific animation sequence for you leaving for Cloud Runner Fortress. I guess they just assume you're probably not gonna. They just assumed you can. But what happens is, Archives Mines, Cloud Runner Fortress. Okay.
Cloud Runner Fortress has been attacked by General Scales and his shop floor army. It would make an ideal base from which he could rule over the planet. The fortress stands on ground that is rich in gold and diamonds. With this wealth, Scales would become unstoppable. Find the spellstone and save the Cloud Runners. Let me out!
And there you go. But yeah, the thing about all the models, we got 525 gold rings this time. So this was gonna be a little bit more tricky because I believe they give you just enough gold rings to do this. As you can, and another thing I forgot to mention. We'll get to my last point when we actually get done with this. But each of the each of the courses you have to fly through in order to get to these places. If you notice, they look an awful, like they have architecture from the place you're trying to fly to, because once again, the spell stones for crap. Missed a gold ring, but there's usually just enough. I believe up until a certain point you can miss at least 2 gold rings and still be fine. But don't make a habit out of missing them. So you gotta. Okay, so that's 2 gold rings right there. I'm probably gonna fail this now. But yeah, the whole thing is that because the place is breaking apart. I think that should be the last one right there. Boom. But yeah, if you'll notice, you see that all the models are real time. So Tricky will look the way he does after you play with the ball in every subsequent cutscene.
This is Cloud Runner Fortress. I'll fly ahead and check if it's safe. Meet me inside.
And the Sharpclaw doesn't notice that the imprisoned queen just returned. These Sharpclaw are not that smart. But yeah, so if you want to, if you get tired of how Tricky looks, you can just play with his ball until he cycles to a color you like. I don't think and the thing is that I think after you get his ball and start playing with him, I don't think he ever cycles back to his original color scheme. I don't think he does. Once again, I don't use this all that often, so well, I don't use his ball move all that often, so I don't remember. Like I said, I'm such a stickler. I didn't like the colors that he became at the time, so I just said screw it. So I'm going to be careful here because that thing can and will kill you if you let it. Okay, so that was an immune shot. I believe how you have to do this, if I remember correctly. Wait for it. There you go. Just gotta swim this way, and then I believe what you do is you activate this button, and then this is a high stakes, well, high speed platforming challenge. It's honestly not that hard. As long as you're just really precise with your movements, you can get through it no problem, because the time frame, while tight, is actually pretty forgiving. Like, you should get to the end just as time runs out. Just gotta watch out for that. So it is a pretty tight time frame, but you should have just enough time to. See, these guys gonna do some damage to me. I can already tell. Look, it don't do that much damage, but you just gotta go. The main problem is that on the first run through, they take some time away from you to show the cutscene. That, I will admit, I've never liked in games where they give you a timer. They clearly introduce the challenge that is a time-based challenge. You are limited to the amount of time you have. So why do they waste your time? Okay, I guess that still counts. So why do they waste your time by showing you where you gotta go? That has always irked me. But anyway, we're at time now, and we're going to continue on in Cloud Runner Fortress next time. I've been Anansi, this has been Star Fox Adventures, and I'll catch you later.